to another episode of Wyoming Family Adventures. In this episode, the whole family hopped in a pedicab, and we convinced our favorite pedicab driver to take us outside the city. As we made our way outside the city on the National Highway, pretty soon traffic cleared up and we were able to see what this pedicab could do. The driver opened the throttle, and before you know it, we were passing other vehicles. Well, maybe not. In reality, with the whole family in the pedicab, even other pedicabs were passing us. We were definitely the slowest vehicle on the highway. Once we passed the Lasong River, we knew we were almost outside the city, and it was about time to get off the highway and see what this pedicab could do off-road. It wasn't more than a few seconds after we got off the highway that we found mud puddles the size of the pedicab. The little motor on the pedicab struggled to haul all our weight through this terrain, and this was not even a steep hill.
Okay, I admit it. Really, I'm the only one in the family that weighs a lot. So the pedicab was struggling because of me. This used to be an active banana plantation. When it was, the road was well maintained for the trucks. The previous owner of the plantation had given several lots to people that worked for him. And there's some small communities that have built up in the area. Since his passing, his kids have shut down the plantation and everything is degrading. Our pedicab driver showed tremendous skill in maneuvering through this degraded road, around the mud holes, and keeping traction to the single drive wheel. Meanwhile, we just sat back and enjoyed the ride. Roads didn't get any better. Pothole and mud hole after pothole and mud hole. And we just kept going farther and farther from the city and what appeared to be away from all civilization. The sun began rising up behind us from the east as we got farther inland on the island. We made our way farther and farther, but eventually we got to a point where the driver had to kick us out of the pedicab. It was just not enough traction on the train for all our weight.
Probably stay, right? No? You don't want to stay?
With the fat American and his family out of the pedicab, the skilled driver made short work of the mud holes. We made our way to catch up to him, and we lost our ride.
So you remember the pedicab or a tricycle? It's, you know, basically a motorcycle with that. So it's a lot of weight and stuff, but it's still only got one skinny tire for traction. And they're usually like a 100 to 125 cc on all that load and weight. So yeah, Yeah, basically we just had to walk so the cab could get through.
Of course, this driver didn't leave us stranded. They just got through the worst mud holes and waited for us on the other side. From there, we continued our off-road adventure to one of the small communities out in the plantation area. With roads like this, it's no wonder that you see so many motorcycles in the Philippines. As with the right tires, they can make short work of this road. Believe it or not, some people walk this road every day to get to work or school. After a slow ride from the highway through some pretty cool terrain, we eventually made it to this hidden little community out in the middle of the plantation in the province.
Alright guys, we are officially in the province.
I thought maybe we had accomplished some amazing feat by convincing a pedicab driver to go off-road out here. But that next weekend, my mother-in-law convinced a loaded jeepney to drive down this same road. Now, mind you, the driver wasn't very happy about it after he found out what he was talked into. I was impressed this driver got this big jeepney down the road, but when it came time to bring people back, the driver just flat out refused and made him walk from the highway. I hope you enjoyed watching us off-road a pedicab in the Philippines. Stay tuned for the next episode.